Hello. So now we are on to number 10. I'm glad you're back, Kylie. I'm proud of you. All right. Here, this is going to be really easy for us. The graphs of y equals x squared minus 3 and y equals 3x minus 4 intersect at approximately. So it gives us some choices. We're going to figure out where that is. So what we're going to do, not surprisingly, is we're going to hit y equals. Now I can hit clear and it will clear all of those out from when we were just working on number 9. Okay, so number 1, y equals the variable squared minus 3. Okay, then I go down and now I have y equals 3, and then we hit the variable, minus 4. Graph. There it is. There it is. All right, so right away we can see that it's going to hit twice. We just have to figure out what those 2 points are. So we know it can't be this and it can't be this. So the question becomes, which one of these 2 choices is the answer? All right. So we look at this, and I'm going to show you something here. When we go to, again, we can look at the table. So second table, this is the same thing. So at 0.38, but look at my table, 0.38. Wow, that's not there. So that's not very helpful. So I'm going to check something out though. I know these 2 are the same. That's got to be one of the points. So I've got to decide between this one and this one. So this is almost 3 and this is almost 4. So I'm going to go down to 3, okay? And if I look over here, so this is almost 3. Okay, that says 6. This says 5. 6 and 5 aren't too far off that number because this is lower than 3 and that has to be lower than both of those. That could be it. Because if I look down here, this is almost 4. You see that? But if I look at this, wow, those are way off that choice. So this is going to be my choice. So again, 3. Okay? So hopefully you followed along. If you didn't follow along with that, Kylie, be sure you pause it and you can go back and do that problem. Okay? All right. Number 11. The expression negative 4.9 t squared plus 50t plus 2 represents the height in meters of a toy rocket t seconds after launch. So the t is your time for how long that little rocket's in the air, and the result of this expression will tell you how high it is in the air. All right, so this is the expression that we need to put in our calculator. So we're going to go to y equals. I'm going to clear the work that we have in from number 10. So now you got your calculator running, I'm sure you do. Let's type this in. There's our negative key, so you have to be careful. That's not minus because it applies to this number. There's nothing out here I'm subtracting it from. So I have negative 4.9. T is my variable, so I'm just going to use my variable key. Then squared plus 50. Then I'm going to go to the variable again, plus 2. All right, I'm going to graph it. Dun, dun, dun. I can't see much of it. It's okay that I can't see much of it. It's done, so I want the table anyway. All right, so the initial height of the rocket. This is asking me for the initial. Initial in this case means where you start. So initial means time 0, the starting point, so time 0. So I want to look on here where my x equals 0, which right there's x is 0, so that's time 0. I look over and it looks like 2 is my answer. So when the rocket starts, it must be 2 meters off the ground, which makes sense because it probably has a rocket launcher thing. Okay? So look at that. So we're at choice 2 for that question. So now we've added 4 to our total from yesterday at 2 points each. So we had 14 from yesterday, or Friday. So 14, we have 2 more points. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. So I have 8 more points. So now I'm up to, let's see, what would that be? 14 and 8. That would be 22. So we're almost there. We just got to keep chugging. One of these was tricky. I think this irrational one. So, you know, but the rest of them with our calculator and our smarts, not a problem. Number 12. Let's finish this page on this video. If the domain of the function f of x equals 2x squared minus 8 is, so the domain is this. Now, but keep in mind, we've talked before, I think you and I, domain means x values. That is always what it means. So that means these are the x values that I'm going to put into this function. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to go back to the calculator. We're going to hit y equals. Because we talked about this Friday. That f of x is the same as y equals. No different. It just means that y is a function of x. So now, let's type in our new, we'll clear that. We'll type in our new function we're working with, 2 variable squared minus, that is a minus because I'm subtracting from something, 8 graph. So it'll have fun doing the graph. We can see it that time. That's cool. But what I really want is the table. So when I look at the table, I want to look at what's the value when this is -2. -2 isn't on my screen, so I've got to go this way. Oh, there's -2. So I have a value of 0. And then I look at 3. Now notice that's a positive 3. So I've got to go 3. Go over here. Nope, that's 2. I have to read 10. So 3 has a value of 10. Then I look at 5. 5 has a value of 42. Oh, look at that. There's my choice. 0, 10, and 42. Because notice this asks me for range, and range are my y values on the table. Okay? So it's all about using my y key, and now I've up 2 more points. The choice 3 is the answer here, but I'm up 2 more points. I'm already up to 24 raw points on this exam. Woohoo! In the next video, we'll make it to our magic 28.